Saturday night's divisional game will mark the third straight season the Titans and Ravens have met. In Nashville, Week 9 of 2017, Marcus Mariota throwing for 2 touchdowns, and Kevin Byard picked off 2 Joe Flacco passes in a 23-20 Tennessee win. Last season, it was all Ravens. Mariota was sacked 11 times, and the Titans were shut out for the first time ever at Nissan Stadium, 21-0. There's some definite recent history between these two, but if you go back a bit, there's bad blood. In the early part of the 2000s, Titans-Ravens was the rivalry. Their matchups defined the decade for both teams and weren't for the faint of heart.
It's like 2 freight trains, running into each other every play. Brutal football.
Physical battles. A lot of great battles, a lot of hatred between the organizations.
From the moment the Ravens moved to Baltimore and the Titans moved to Nashville, they were instant rivals.
We didn't like them, they didn't like us. We respected them, they respected us.
2 teams modeled in the same way, with physical run games and suffocating defenses, trying to impose their will on the other.
It's about who gives up at the end.
We always knew we were going to put on our big boy pads, and after that game, everybody's going to be sore.
Every game was a battle, but it's the 3 meetings in the playoffs that elevated the rivalry and led to bad blood.
It's a different mentality because when you walk into either venue, the doors are locked for 60 minutes, and the last man standing is going to be the winner. If you were to die on the field that day and playing them, it's okay. It's a life well lived.
Sometimes not even the will to sacrifice everything was enough.
Kick block!
In the 2001 AFC divisional round, the Titans entered with the league's best record, but were stunned at home when the Ravens scored on special teams and defense in the fourth quarter.
We knew that we had the better team. And the only way that they were going to win is if we made mistakes, and that's what happened.
Ray Lewis's 50-yard interception return sealed a 24-10 Ravens win and silenced what may have been the best team in Titans history.
There's pass intercepted by Ray Lewis.
We knew whoever won that game was going to win the Super Bowl. That was the toughest loss I've ever had in my career because I knew that we were destined to win a Super Bowl that year.
Instead, the Ravens became Super Bowl champs and went on to win 5 straight games in the series before the Titans turned the tables in their next playoff matchup in January 2004.
Wow!
Playing through a dislocated shoulder in front of a hostile crowd, Eddie George carried the ball 25 times for 88 yards, doing everything he could to get revenge.
I had to make a decision right there on the spot that no, I'm here for the full 60 minutes plus. I was not going to allow us to leave that stadium without a victory.
Anderson's kick on the way! Good!
Victory came on Gary Anderson's 46-yard field goal with 29 seconds left, exorcising the demons from 3 years before.
You see me, you hear me. We're for real.
There was a lot of guys that were on that 2000 team, so it was very, very gratifying to go out there and get that playoff win for the organization and for those guys.
But another one slipped away at the end of the 2008 season.
Another time we were in the #1 seed, had the best offensive weapon in the league, and the Ravens came in as a #6 seed and beat us here at home.
The Titans outgained the Ravens 391 to 211, but fumbled 3 times inside the Baltimore 30 and lost on Matt Stover's 43-yard field goal with under a minute to play.
I've been in playoffs. I've lost playoff games before, won playoff games, but it's the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
I remember us starting off well. Chris Johnson, I believe, had 80 yards in the first half, and then he got injured on a suspect tackle. But even still, we had our opportunities to win it, and we just didn't make it happen.
Memories, good and bad, that remain and will be rekindled Saturday night when the rivalry is renewed with another playoff battle.
Typically, you look at the records, it's really not a rivalry. One team has the upper hand on the other. But if you look at this one, Baltimore leads the series 12-11. That's the true rivalry.
You cannot flinch. You cannot blink. The moment that you shudder as an ounce of doubt, that's when you lose.
That 2-1 edge in the playoffs is the difference in the all-time series between the Titans and Ravens. The two sides have split the 10 previous meetings in Baltimore.